All right, this week I want to talk about board games. So, my family loves to play games. In fact, every time we get together, that's pretty much all we do. I remember when we discovered Skip Bo and Phase 10, my sister would have me over to play with her family, and they would play over and over again until I was burned out by it. I really enjoyed playing games, but I couldn't keep it up like the rest of my family. In fact, when we started playing Ticket to Ride, I thought I loved it. I was doing so good at it and got over 100 points on it until I realized my brother-in-law got over 200 points on it, and I just couldn't keep up. And so, after a while, I kind of faded away from playing games until I discovered Resistance. Resistance is my all-time favorite game. I've bought every expansion pack that I could, and I recommend it to anyone. I also discovered I really liked the game Bang. However, that game takes a long time. So I recently purchased Bang the Dice game, and I'm just waiting to have the opportunity to play that. This is when I discovered I like team games, where it's sort of like Mafia, where you have one team trying to go after the other team. Maybe you know each other, maybe you don't. I guess I prefer the games that aren't just completely luck, but are deduction games and strategy games and not necessarily skill. I like the games that everyone has a fair shot. So I'm going to lay out a few recommendations right here. The Resistance. Now they have a game called The Resistance Avalon. I've played this. I would not recommend getting this, not because it's not a fun game. It is. It is the exact same as The Resistance. However, to play the exact rules in Avalon, all you need is one of the expansion packs to Resistance. And that expansion pack also includes few other ways to playing the game. So I would definitely recommend purchasing the Resistance and the expansion packs over purchasing Avalon. That way you can play multiple versions of the game. Now, as I mentioned before, Bang is also a game I would recommend. Like I said, I haven't played the dice game yet. I'm hoping to do that soon. But definitely, Bang is worth taking a look at. Now, another game I recently acquired is called Two Rooms and a Boom. This works better with more players. We've played with 10, but I enjoyed it more with 20 people. However, it can go way more than that. This is a party game. It has similar themes to Mafia, but I found it to be a lot of fun. You separate people into two different rooms, and simple rules at the end of the game. If the red team wins if the bomber and the president are in the same room, the blue team wins if they are not. So very simple, very fun. I really enjoyed this game. Another enjoyable game for families is Pit. Pit is a quick game. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Also, a game I recently played with my fiance's family is called the Logo Party Game. Now, I had a blast playing this. Basically, you move forward on the board, and there's a color associated with it, and you draw a card, and that color tells you whether you're going to play charades, Pictionary, or catchphrase. Then you attempt to have your team guess what brand or logo you are describing. This game was a lot of fun. Another popular one right now is Watch Your Mouth. And there's a similar one called Speak Out Game. And basically, the idea is you put this thing in your mouth, and it's hard to pronunciate plosives, such as P and B. I know that saying bulldog was really, really hard. Now, personally, I didn't love this game, but it's pretty popular now, and a lot of people really like it. Another fun and simple game is Spot It. This is great for kids and adults. It's this game where you get round cards, and on these cards there's all these symbols or shapes or objects, and you have to find things that match between two different cards. And if you do, you can collect that card. I played this on a blind date once, a couple years ago, and it was a lot of fun. And it comes with instructions for a lot of different rules and gameplay. And the cool thing is they have a lot of different themes. Another game I've seen is called Pie Face, where essentially you put a little whipped cream on this little hand, and you Russian roulette it. You turn the thing, and when it's your turn, and if it doesn't hit you in the face, you're good. But if it does hit you in the face, you've been hit with a pie. This makes me think of Jimmy Fallon's Egg Roulette. And the idea of that, well, it can get kind of messy, but the idea is take a carton full of hard-boiled eggs, with an exception of 2 normal raw eggs. The rule is once you pick up an egg, you have to smash it on your head. That's the simple rule. Whoever gets the most egg splattered on their head loses the game. And while we're on the talk of roulette, there is a game called Exploding Kittens. There's a family-friendly version of this game. I haven't played it yet, but I have ordered it. I want to try it out. I hear it's a lot of fun, so I'm excited to try it out. Sometimes these simple games are the best. Now, bestproducts.com has 15 engaging board games for family game night, so that's worth taking a look at. Check that page out. I will leave a link in the description below. Also, BuzzFeed.com has 20 insanely simple party games that are fun at any age. So ones I found interesting were Sticker Stalker, where you go around and you try to sneak stickers onto people. Likes and dislikes. Each person at the party writes down their likes and dislikes. Can you figure out who wrote what? There is the Laughing Game. Essentially, everyone fake laughs until you start actually laughing, and whoever can hold a straight face the longest wins. I would say another article worth looking at is by moneycrashers.com. It's called 15 Fun and Cheap Family Game Night Ideas and Board Games by Casey Slide. Casey categorizes different fun games. She has card games, classic games, cheap games, free games, and other tips. So definitely worth checking out. Well, that's my review for fun family games to have on family night. If you have some good ideas or games you and your family like to play, please leave a comment below. I am sure that I will be giving another review on games in the weeks to come. So please stay tuned, and thank you.